Happy weekend. I feel a little bit weird about filming this one because Nick's just upstairs. And even though he said he wasn't going to listen, I can guarantee that he probably is listening. I am very excited about this video. I don't even know why I'm talking so quietly because the kids are not here. But I have a lot to talk about. I've got some almost done projects, some new projects, some new yarn, some new fabric, and a couple of exciting things that I want to talk about that I'm like very excited about, but also very nervous about. So I think I want to just start with, maybe I'll start with some new stuff, some new things that I have acquired. So I did share this on Instagram in my stories, but I just got an order from Emma of Woolly Mammoth Fiber Co., and she's located in Northern Ireland. I purchased yarn from her very first shop update, and I was really happy to get some more all these years later. So I got these two. And what I love about Emma is, I mean, okay, first, if you don't watch her podcast on YouTube, you should start. She's very inspiring and very humbling. She's actually gotten me, from watching the podcast, to kind of think about some of the things that I was doing, and if they were making me happy, and it's been very uplifting. So the first one that I got is a fingering weight. She is a natural dyer, so these are all naturally dyed, and this is 100% Dorset in her colorway pumpkin, and it is the most beautiful bright orange, burnt orange. And I have plans for this, which I'm going to talk about. And then this one is I could have sworn I ordered the DK, but they're the exact same, so it might actually just be fingering weight. But this is also 100% Dorset, but this is the natural fiber, so the natural color of the wool. She has not dyed this. So because this is also a fingering weight, I'm pretty sure I ordered a fingering and a DK, but these both look exactly the same, which is fine because I can use them together. So my plans for these, I'm wearing my Birkin sweater, which is designed by Caitlin Hunter. This I had sample knit up in my van collection. All of the colors but one. The only one missing is Westphalia, which was the red. So this was Microbus. This one was type 2. The pink is California Camper. The yellow is Vanagon. And this light blue, oh gosh, I think it was Combi, which is like another type of VW bus, camper bus. This is probably my most worn sweater. I did not knit this myself. But that leads me to this, and I actually, I think right after Christmas, I hope at least between Christmas and New Year's, I want to cast on a new Birkin, not using my yarn. So it's actually going to be a lot of Emma's yarn. I ordered, I felt like such a mad lady, but I ordered her Jacobs. She does once a year, I think it is. She does a special limited edition Jacobs yarn, and Jacobs is another breed of sheep. And it's this beautiful, like heathered charcoal gray. So that will be my body color. Those will be two of the colorwork colors potentially. And then I have also ordered yarn from Denmark. Holst, I think it's Holst Garn, and it's their super soft, so it's 100% I think a merino. I don't have it yet, so don't quote me on any of this, but I ordered a bunch of colors so that I could, it was so cheap. I think one ball was $2.50 US dollars, so like less than $4. Let's just say I ordered a cone to knit a sweater, plus I think I got 8 different tiny 50-gram balls, and it cost me $80. But I want to use those along with this and knit a super contrasted version to this, so really dark body with the color work, using these. And what else? The other thing that I got is my new Knitting Nelly project bag. This is her sock size. Look at this cute little. And then that's the back side. And then the inside is just like a natural cotton. I thought it was super cute, and now that I'm getting into knitting socks, I thought I should have a sock bag. And I love her bags. I think this is my 4th one. So I got that, and then fabric. I haven't bought fabric in a while, but my local fabric shop just got in this new, remember what it is. I know it's, I think it's a cotton linen blend, but it's got this beautiful polka dot pattern, but it's not like a uniformed polka dot pattern, which I loved. So this yellow one is going to be a long sleeve ruffle top, I hope. That's my plan at least. And then I got quite a bit of this green, which is so beautiful. And this is gonna be another, it's either gonna be a modified ruffle, box top ruffle dress, which I make that one all the time because I love the fit of it. But I wanna modify it with a button placket, that's the word, on the front, and then have it tie, add ties at the back with the ruffled skirt. And so I got quite a bit of yardage that I could play with that. And then I've had this bias tape in my collection, oh gosh, for like a year now. So I actually love the way that these look together. And it means that I don't have to make bias tape. So I'm hoping to find the time to work on this in the next couple of weeks. My Sojo has been like non-existent, especially after hammering out all of the coasters for the winter warmer boxes. So we'll see if I get to it. Okay, next I'm going to talk about my whips. So I'll start with this one. So last night I worked a little bit more on my terrazzo slipover, so my vest. There definitely was a little bit of a difference in the two balls of yarn, but I don't think it's too bad. I'm hoping it won't be super noticeable when it's on. That's the back side. So I need to knit the back now and then go back and pick up the sleeves and the neck. I've hit that point with this project where I'm so excited to wear it and I love it, but it's twisted rib. Which, if you know twisted rib, it's super beautiful. It just takes so long to do. So this is the detailing. So there's twisted rib here, and then you split, and then you knit twisted rib with your stockinette, more twisted rib, and then you finish off with twisted rib. So now I need to work twisted rib, stockinette back and forth with the twisted rib on this side. And I have to knit this one longer. I think it's like twice, if not 2.5, almost 3 times longer than the front. And then do 8 centimeters of twisted rib on the bottom. So I'll keep picking away at it, but it's getting there. I'm hoping that with blocking, it's got a lot of, it looks big like this, but when it's on, it actually doesn't have very much ease. So I'm hoping you can get a little bit more ease out of it once it is blocked. So it works as a layering piece. So that is an update on that whip, which I'm trying to do this new thing where I kind of rotate my whips so that they're getting fair airtime. I also posted about these. So I still have to do the heel because I'm waiting to do the heel until I am done this one. But I worked on it quite a bit last night or yesterday, and I got a lot done. So there's the afterthought heel. So I just need to relocate my longer needles. Once I finish this yellow section, I'll probably have to switch to magic loop, and then I can finish those. But these are a Christmas gift, so I've got time. So that's an update on that. They're very enjoyable to knit on. They work up really fast, and it's nice to knit something mindless, especially if we're watching TV together. He knows he's getting them. I had to have him try them on. Okay. My other whip is brand new. It was definitely an impulse cast on. I'm keeping it in this large basket because there's a lot. But I decided to cast on the Tundra jumper that I the Petite Knitter. Unfortunately, I did print it in black and white, so you're not going to get a good idea of. That's the color work. So it's like a traditional Icelandic style sweater, but she's Canadian. She lives in Nunavut. So I'm knitting that, and I'll show you my colors. I was a bit of a, so the update this week for the Aran weight went really good, but I have gotten better at anticipating, well, at least I would like to think that I've gotten better at anticipating stock quantity. So there was a lot, and I think the Anne collection definitely outshined some of my regular colorways that were available in the shop. So I went back and I took some for myself. So I took some Gold Rush because I actually don't have anything knit in Gold Rush. And this batch came out so pretty. Oh, it's blowing out right there. So this is my body color. So I'm gonna have like a full-blown yellow sweater, which I'm very excited about. And then the pattern only calls for 2 contrasting colors, but I'm using 4. Why not? So these are my contrasting colors. And let's see if I can do this all together. Oh gosh, it's so awkward. So that's them. I love the palette. Diana is definitely a bit of a left field option, but wait till you see my progress. I mean, I don't think it's that much progress. I started this on maybe Wednesday. So I'm starting with the body. I'm just gonna fold it in half. So Gold Rush, and then in the color work, I've got Princess Cordelia, Diana, and Gilbert so far. It's so pretty. And then in the top, so what I did, I have this app on my phone that lets me go in and edit like a chart. It's like graph paper that you can color. And so I went in and kind of played with the chart and just recreated it in my phone. So it'll kind of look like that. So there will be little bits of Anne in there. I didn't want to take too much Anne because I'm knitting all of the things with it. But I thought that the warmth from Anne would really tie in. So I think I've tried this on probably 500 times. Because bottom up sweaters make me super nervous, and it looks so tiny, but it fits. It's like magic, because I'm like, I think I've talked to a few people to the point where I don't think they want to hear from me anymore about the size of this. And I even tried it on for my mom, because I was like, do you think this will work? So it's working. And I think I've done 9 inches. Don't quote me. So we're getting there. It'll definitely be a more fitted sweater, which I don't really have. So that's why I'm knitting it smaller, but then I keep trying it on. But you can see like it's got a lot of bounce to it. So I think it'll be a super cozy sweater. So that is what I impulsively cast it on this week, which I'm very excited about. And a few other things. Okay. I'm so nervous. I'm gonna have a sip of tea because I'm like, how do I just randomly segue into this? This is my new mug, which also came from Emma's update from a potter in Ireland, I think, that makes these mugs. I guess it's part of a seasonal club that Emma has, but because of COVID, everything changed. So she just updated her website and added these mugs, and I got one, which I love. I wasn't sure how I would feel about a mug with no handle, but it's great. And I actually love this size because I can get through an entire coffee or tea before it gets cold. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with the one thing first. So you can see I've kind of strung up my Into the Woods Advent, and then the rest are here because there's 25 small packages, and I didn't want to get too crazy with it, but I'm thinking of trying to do like Vlogmas, but instead of daily, I'm gonna try and do it once a week. So share what I'm opening in my Advent. I have another Advent that I got. Let me grab it. So I bought this Advent, Spectrum Fiber, back in June. This one, she had one left over, so I snatched it up. It was a bit of an impulse buy, but I love everything that they do. It's Wild in the Woods, which they're the ones that did this big bowl disc. And they also did these. There we are. Is this gonna... Sorry about my Spider-Man bandage. These Progress Keepers. And stitch markers. So I snagged that up, and that, it sounds really bad, but I think I'm more excited for this one. But I got this one, and I already know what I'm doing with this, because she's known for doing neons. Neon colors, so I'm gonna probably use the yarn to do, this is the card. I'm gonna use these to knit myself a pair of Advent socks, and I'm thinking of doing the Thicksgiving ones because they work up so fast, and it's super mindless. And then I'm gonna wait until I open these to decide what I want to do. Andrea Mowry just released her new stripy sweater, so I was thinking that might be an option with like a really neutral mohair held with it, but we'll see. So yes, I'm thinking of doing Vlogmas, and if that sounds like a good idea to you, let me know in the comments. But I love having this set up, so as I take one down, I'll put the next day up, or like I have up until the 12th. So as I take down one, I'll put 13 up, and then it's all good. And then I can just remove it once it's all said and done. And I'm so excited. And then, okay, the last thing, which I'm really, really nervous about this. Okay, I'm just going for it. I had a night, it was Wednesday night. I could not get to sleep, and every time I closed my eyes, I just kept picturing these socks. And then I was kind of like, maybe I should try knitting these socks that I'm seeing in my mind, and see how it goes. If it works out, then I can explore writing a pattern. If it doesn't, then nobody has to know. So I did it, and I already have one finished sock, which is crazy for me. Okay, so these are them. So there's this beautiful little ridge detailing at where the cuff meets the leg of the sock, and then it's like a nod to color work without knitting color work, and I love the texture. And then the same ridge detailing. I don't know if you can see. That's a good idea right there. So I knit these in a day. In a day. Me, the person who does not knit socks, I knit these for this. So I actually have a new fingering weight coming to the shop under the Rustic Stella name. There you go. Oh geez, it's a string. So much string. So this is actually left over. I'm doing a secret test knit right now that I can't share, which is a total bummer. But this is my new fingering weight base, which is a Highland, 100% Highland wool. Oops, I lost a stitch. And I started this morning. So this is the second sock underway. But who am I? So these, I don't know. I mean, I've started writing out the pattern. I have a name picked out. I haven't woven in my ends yet, but this is blocked. I wonder, is it weird to like put it on and show you my foot? I feel like other people do that. I'm a mixed ball of emotions with it. I don't know if I have any business knitting a sock pattern. Here it is. Oh, I have big feet. I feel like that's not flattering at all. I will include a video maybe after, but I don't know. I feel kind of like an imposter, like I have no business making a sock knitting pattern, or are people just gonna like eye roll, or all of the doubt that comes with doing something new. But yeah, I don't know. I want you guys to let me know in the comments what you think of these. If it comes to fruition, these will be called Woodruff socks. I was thinking of calling them Whitlow, but if you don't specifically search Whitlow flowers, it takes you to if you only search Whitlow, for example, it is a topical treatment to cure herpes. So we're not doing that. I'm gonna do Woodruff, which is kind of like baby's breath. So I think it's very suiting because it is, these little textural details are inspired by little flowers. And I wanted it to be like a nod to, I know I've said this, a nod to color work without having to knit color work and carry and catch your floats. And I knit this in a day. I started it at 6 p.m. on Thursday and I finished it Friday at 10. I didn't work on it the whole time. So I knit it fast, and that's for me, like fast. So let me know what you think. So this is my yarn. what's going to be my new fingering weight yarn. And then I used my leftover Mundine. This is like my favorite color, and I think they go so well together. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm very excited about this, but I have a lot of doubts. And also, like, where do you even begin with sizing and tech editing? So many things. But that's everything. I think the camera might cut out soon. So yeah, the camera cut out. Anyways, I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here. I'm so incredibly excited about everything that's coming up. I'm hoping once a few things arrive in the mail that I can talk a little bit more about my future knitting plans. I've been giving it so much thought lately. Things that I want to knit, practical things. I'm already thinking about my Make 9, and this year I want to actually stick to my Make 9. I want it to be realistic. Previously I used to just see things and be like, ooh, I'm going to add that to my list. And then I never ended up knitting a single thing. So I'm making some big plans. This sweater is one of them, as well as a cabled sweater. Cables scare the crap out of me. But 2021 is going to be the year. So I can't wait to talk more about that with you. And let me know what you think about Vlogmas, and let me know what you think about those socks. Because yeah, I'm like all over the place with it. And I hope that you're having a great weekend. By the time this is probably on Patreon, it'll be Monday, tomorrow. So I wish you the best week, and happy almost December.